Ruff is a new and fast Python linter and code formatter written in Rust. It's 10 to 100 times faster than existing linters and formatters. If speed is not your main concern, simplification is another selling point. Ruff is a versatile linting and formatting tool and can replace black, isort, PyDocStyle, PyUpgrade, Autoflake, and more while executing much faster than any individual tool. In this video, we will introduce how to use Ruff to check and fix your code directly in Visual Studio Code and also in CI pipelines. Ruff can be installed directly with pip, which is the normal way to install it in CI pipelines as will be introduced later. It can also be installed with standalone installers using curl. If you are a macOS Homebrew or Linux Brew user, you can also install Ruff with Brew. After it's installed, you can verify if it's installed successfully by running the Ruff command in the console. Ruff can be configured through a pyproject.tom or ruff.tom file. Since it's common to have other tools in a Python project, it's better to configure Ruff with pyproject.tom, so you won't end up having many configuration files in your repository. Some basic configurations are given here, which is a good starting point for new Python projects. There are tons of configurations for Ruff, which makes it very flexible for customization. If you add Ruff to an existing project, you will likely want to ignore some rules in order not to make too many changes to legacy code. Note that the linter and formatter of Ruff work independently and need to run separately. To run linting, use Ruff check like this, and to run formatting, use Ruff format like this. Ruff is available as a Visual Studio Code extension. Find it in the extension marketplace and install it. To use Ruff in Visual Studio Code, especially when you want to format module imports so you can separate built-in, third-party, and local imports, as with isort, you need to have configurations for Ruff in the pyproject.tom file as demonstrated above. After that, you can set Ruff to be the default formatter by right-clicking on your Python code and choosing Format Document With. Then choose Ruff as the default formatter as shown in the screenshot. You can also run other Ruff commands by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P, entering Ruff and choosing corresponding actions as shown here. Finally, we will introduce how to introduce Ruff with various CI tools. First, there is a Ruff pre-commit hook available which can be used in our Git pre-commit hook set so it can be run automatically whenever we create or update commits. To integrate Ruff with the GitLab CI pipeline, you can add the following code to .gitlab CI yam file. Integration with GitHub Actions is slightly more complex, but fortunately, Ruff documentation gives a detailed example as shown here. The configuration file is located at .github/workflows/ruff.yam in your repository. In this video, we introduced how to use Ruff, a new, fast, and versatile Python linter and code formatter, to check and fix your code directly in Visual Studio Code and also in CI pipelines. It's a modern linting and formatting tool that can make our life as a Python developer much easier and can make our code more professional. This is it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel for more content. As a senior software developer, I'm passionate about sharing my thoughts, tutorials, and solutions to promote best practices in software development. See you in the next video.